Welcome back to more Standard on Arena with me, Autumn, aka Rainy the Witch. Welcome, welcome. The bans have hit Standard. 7 cards have been removed. Monstrous Rage, Cutter, Town Ain't Big Enough, Up the Beanstalk. All these incredible cards that have defined Standard for a little while now. Gone. Very exciting stuff. Very, very exciting stuff. In this changed format, I wanted to return to an old favorite, Talent Show, because I loved this deck. Really powerful deck, really fun deck. Definitely felt like it was being power crept a bit. And with the power level of Standard reduced, maybe this deck's now a contender again. So Talent Show is all about 2 cards. We have Builder's Talent, we have Caretaker's Talent. These talents get rewarded for making tokens and for having non-creature permanents. So Elspeth of Note, very good at both of these things. Eternal Wanderer, good at both of these things. Kaya, all these things can be returned with Builder's Talent and make tokens for Caretaker's Talent. And then beyond that, we just have a solid Caretaker's Talent shell with, you know, Beza, Sunfall, Fountainport, of course. We love Fountainport. And then we have Kaya, Intangible State, which I love. I love this card. Best top end in Standard if you ever get her in play. Really phenomenal with Builder's Talent. Just keep recurring her. Deck's a lot of fun. Very long, grindy, controlling games. I love playing it. Let's get into some games. And it's not great. But I kind of just keep whatever with this deck. I don't know. We're on the draw. These surveils, it'll be fine. Yeah, I love a Duress. Why not? Let's have a Duress. It appears we're playing against mono white. It should be a good matchup for us, but we will see. Fire off this Duress, hopefully take a Caretakers. Enduring Innocence. This is the one card that's a little hard to answer, but we do have this Sunfall. So we should be fine. They're gonna get some cards off it though. Ooh, love to find my own Caretaker's Talent after firing off that Duress on their Get Lost. Very nice stuff. Day 1, I figured out the best deck. So true, Alchemical. So true. Thank you for the 65-month free sub there, Alchemical. Thank you, thank you. Obviously, I could fire off this Beza. I think I really need to Sunfall them next turn though, so I guess we're just saying go. Rain on Talent Show. Nature is healing. Honestly, the truest statement I've ever heard in my life. Hey, Gwen. Yeah, Jamura. Sure are. And they get to draw 2 cards, but we get to get lost this Elspeth and Sunfall them and draw cards. So we're kind of chilling right now, honestly. Hey, Callie. Ooh, Anoint will be good for a follow-up Enduring Innocence. Okay, unfortunately, we don't have the answer to the Caretakers. Interesting that they're doing this now. If they copied a token, they'd get 2 cards instead of 1, right? Because then they could Carrot Cake in my turn. It's pretty good. Nothing to try out in Talent Show. I didn't see anything, but I also might have missed something. I'm willing to believe I missed something good. Very plausible. We don't get 1/1s, but I do get a treasure. Oh, but I don't draw... Interesting. I could just go Virtue plus Fountainport and draw that way for now. That could be pretty reasonable. Maybe. Could also copy this and make a token in their turn. Make a treasure. Oh, this is so hard. Hey, Avawen. Good to see ya. This is so hard. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna make a 1/1 and draw. And if I do it now, it means they can't destroy my caretakers in response to deny me the card. Alright, they have 2 caretakers, which is quite terrifying. 2 to R1. Funny. Slightly punishes my virtue, I guess. Well, becomes a 2/4 anyway. One of Ishgard. Oh, what does Ishgard do? Could be interesting. Alright, so I can get lost a talent. Oh, I guess they draw off this. Fascinating. Return 2 artifact and enchantments from your grave to your hand. Yeah, that card's interesting. I don't think I'm into Phantom Train. But Ishgard seems potentially pretty cool to me. Alright, get down our Sunken Citadel, I suppose. I could also just anoint this now. Does use up my treasure. Alright, so you go. Lay down arms, sure. Again, a nice attack if they level up this talent, but kind of okay with it. Them leveling up talent means they're drawing less cards, right? I don't know. We're going to anoint one of them next turn. I guess they still draw a card off the trigger. Pretty sweet. Alright, let's start by copying this treasure, because it's a free roll. Can inform our next decision. Beza. Okay, so this is sweet. They have 8 lands. So I can either get a treasure, or I can get a card off their hand. I think at this point I'd rather have the card off their hand, right? Oh, this is nice for later. Okay, and then we can just anoint one of these, maybe? I mean, letting them untap with both is like a little dangerous. Although it's annoying because the Anoint does answer another copy of the Innocence. But I think I have to do this, realistically. We have a 5/5 on defense, which is pretty solid. Alright, they hit the Beza. Everything old is new again. Indeed, indeed. We're back where we started. Right. To be wary of time, I'm like very behind on it, but you know, whatever. It'll be fine, chat. It'll be fine. Oh, they have Ishgard. That's so sick. I should be trying out this card. This card seems sick as hell. It's really good here, right? That Ishgard is really impressive right now. Okay. Well, I get to eat the voice of victory, I guess. So they get to draw too, so. Bump. I could just keep my life total healthy. Block one of these. I don't know. Seems fine. I think we are soundly the control deck in this matchup. As weird as that might sound against, like, my opponent's draw a million cards deck. Okay. So I should make a token to draw a card and then see where I go from there, I suppose. I could also just go Virtue plus Get Lost and force them to answer this Virtue. Which could be interesting. I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can play land. Yeah, it makes them like have to have a Get Lost, I guess. Hey Jen, good to see you. This could certainly be incorrect, but I think I like it. Oh, maybe I was meant to kill the one that copies. Maybe the one that copies was stronger. Rather than the one that's leveled up. Because they have a billion mana anyway. Oh, Flo! Hey! Hello, hello. Oh my gosh. Y'all hope I win with my silly fish tokens. I will try my best. No, demo field for my Fountainport is such a disaster. Oh. Okay, at least we're drawing off this Caretakers because they're killing the Virtue. That's something at least. I really need them to do anything other than use this demo field. Are you a big date night dinner? Heck yeah. That sounds adorable. Fountainport is an extremely Jenny card. It's an extremely rainy card too. Alright, they find land. They are halfway through that act. They let me untap with the Fountainport. Ridiculous stuff. Okay. Well then. Well. Nowhere to run sounds completely heinous right now. I can go straight to the graveyard, please. Alright, well. I guess I am gonna make a treasure. Draw a card. And hope to find a spell, please. Qualifies. I'm 1 mana away from casting it, unfortunately. But it is gonna be pretty obscene next turn. Do I want the back? I probably want the Backstreet, although if they're about to shuffle me with the demo field, I maybe don't want it. I maybe want to play out a Citadel instead. I could also play out the Plains and level up the talent without wasting a treasure. It's like fine. Eh, why not? Do this, say go. I'm not really interested in attacking them. Like, I know I can attack for a bunch, but they can just block and sack one to a Fountainport. They get a free block, and we really just want to defend ourselves. We are currently the control deck. We're about to wipe their board, slam a Kaya, copy a talent, draw a million cards. Oh, 3 mana Sephiroth is a real powerful card. It's definitely a good one to be trying out. Yeah, they get to draw 2. Kaya looks absurd. Yeah, this Kaya is unbelievable. Obviously 7 mana, so you know. But as far as 7 mana cards go, you get to look at all the cards and say ooh and ah. It's wild this card sees like no play. I love Kaya. Alright, well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we can also Day of Judgment. So should Day of Judgment first, I guess? I could also draw off the Fountainport too. If I'm gonna Day of Judgment. And I'm still able to cast my Kaya. Oh, that's an interesting card. I don't have enough mana to cast it anymore. So like shrug. So I think the Kaya has to minus on the Caretaker's talent, because the Caretaker's talent is threatening to make this Carrot Cake token bigger, which makes it better at attacking my Kaya. Which means they do get to keep the Innocence for a turn, but I believe that is fine. This makes it slightly harder for them to kill my Kaya, and even if they kill my Kaya, I have Builder's Talent in my deck, so it's fine. But it would be nice to make their life a little bit trickier, right? Indeed, Civ, indeed. From the moment the bans happened, me playing Orzhov on the next stream was basically a mortal luck. Could never go any other way, if we're being honest with ourselves. Oh my god, that's such a phenomenal draw. Now if they manage to kill Kaya in combat, we just make another Kaya. I have this Day of Judgment too, so we can clean up this board. And force them to just keep committing everything to the board to attack Kaya. You want to play Otters or Red Aggro? I don't know how you build Otters without town ain't big enough. I've been trying to figure this out. Losing town ain't big enough is like real tricky for that deck, right? Well, for those who haven't seen this before, it was very funny. We have 1 mana draw a card in play as a repeatable activated ability. They have very little in hand, which I guess makes sense. I gotta be honest, I kind of don't want to do this too many times. I want to have, I just feel like my hand's already good enough, you know? I don't want to just be tearing through my deck for no reason. So I guess I'm just gonna Day of Judgment now. Why not? Although, like, maybe... I'm just gonna Day of Judgment now. I don't know. I feel like we don't even need to draw more cards. Like, we just need to not deck. And maybe speed up our questionable pace of play ever so slightly. I would love an Elspeth. Sure. Oh yeah, Baphomet not being built is talentable. It's sad. I also thought about Knights of the Round. Callie, yeah, I'd already thought about Knights of the Round. It's so sad you can't build his talent set, because it's a creature saga. I do want to build a Unideck at some point. The fact you don't need to be a Beans deck anymore does mean you can probably build Unidecks pretty differently. Like, obviously Beans is a phenomenal card, was a phenomenal card in those decks, but it's also very limiting, right? You're just like, you just have to do that thing. You're not allowed to do other things. Oh yeah, I need to do a Unideck soon, Sophia. We are big Una fans on the stream. Well, I guess I'm just doing this. I guess I am just wondering how on earth they ever win. Let's go Builder's Talent. Draw a card. Level this up. Get back a Virtue. Because Virtue makes an Overlord every turn for the rest of the game. I can minus on this Innocence. Maybe I meant to. I think I'm just gonna plus though. Oh, Yuna is a replacement for a Boilers? That could be cool. Stonebrain in the sideboard. I kind of think that when you have a pile of Duress effects and Cruelclaw's effects, you're pretty good at interacting with your opponent's hand and you don't need to play a card like Stonebrain anymore. Like, maybe you could. Maybe it's still good too. I don't know the answer to that, but I don't think you need Stonebrain, and I think Stonebrain is a card you generally like are not excited to play unless you need it, you know? Is my general attitude towards that one. Alright, opponent wanted to stop playing Magic. Honestly, valid. So valid. Whilst I zero brain cells the sideboarding, thank you everyone for watching the stream. It's great to have you all here. If you're enjoying watching the stream, please make sure to give it a follow to know when I go live. I stream Magic on Arena most Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. I have a YouTube channel, links on screen in chat. Editor does a great job of uploading my content to YouTube. Lots of great content there to check out. I also offer coaching. I'm a Pro Tour champ. And three-time Pro Tour top 4 competitor. Like to think I'm pretty good at this game. I can teach you to be better at it. I also have a Patreon, which is one of the best ways to support me. It's been a little quiet the last couple weeks because I've been waiting for the bans. But I'm hoping to upload some content tomorrow. Upload a video as an exclusive to the Patreon at some point in the next few days when I get a spare couple hours. So definitely check it out. These Day of Judgments are really impressive. I kind of want to keep them in. Oh, hey, Kenneth. Good afternoon. Kind of want to keep in the Day of Judgments. I'm kind of feeling like trimming one Beza. I've beaten you at Magic dozens of times. Extremely true. I have to choose cards to cut. Yeah, it's interesting. I could trim like one Day of Judgment. I could trim one Beza. I don't know what else I'm like not over the moon about. It feels like they're going to be drawing a lot less cards post-board, right? Because we have more disenchants in our deck. So I am less worried about them snowballing post-board. I feel like our Elspeths are not incredibly impressive in the matchup. I'm going to trim one. I think their Elspeths are a lot better than us. Just because they're the aggressor. And they don't really have good creatures for us to minus on, as far as I'm aware. The new Orzhov Pixie that top 4'd the MTGO, I haven't been very on top of lists the last couple of days. Before Thursday, I'm probably gonna have a good sit down and look at what people have been playing. Oh, Cecil plus Bob deck. Oh, our second deck today is a Cecil plus Bob deck. I think both those cards are like pretty obscene. Oh, Get Lost is such a nice find. They have an Overlord? That's pretty spooky. Get Lost means I'm allowed to just take the Elspeth, right? And get lost the Caretakers? Because the Elspeth's going to give them tokens when she comes down? It means I have a use for my mana next turn that way. The Overlord's pretty spooky. This card is, like, very impressive in the matchup, I have to say. Yeah, like, now I kind of need a sweeper. They get to start sacking stuff to draw a Fountainport, too. Oh, they have a demo field for my Fountainport. Gross. Alright. I guess I'm making a 1/1. Take 4. Okay. Well, definitely playing my Elspeth. I guess she's gonna get losted. But the thing is, if she gets losted, that's a get lost that's not going at my Eternal Wanderer. Oh, I could make this fish fly so it can block. That actually sounds pretty compelling. Is that better than making 1/1s? Yep. They get lost my Elspeth. I attack for 1. I get to start flickering tokens and hope they don't have another get lost. Oh, Stonebrain. Are they going to name Kaya? I assume so. I feel like they're pretty legally obligated to name Kaya, but they could name Sunfall instead. That would probably be another, like, pretty solid name for them. Kaya is, like, and it is inevitability, but Sunfall is the card that deals with, like, them going wide. Oh, thank you, Kenneth. I'll go take a look. I'm very curious. Cecil, Cut Down, Bob, Momentum. Oh, you get to play Nurturing Pixie in a Bob deck. That sounds pretty sweet, honestly. I don't know how I feel about this Tiny Bones joins up card, but I guess you just have to play it to have enough Pixie bounces. That seems like a sweet deck. I might have to try out that Orzhov deck later this week. Oh, hey, Kiyashi. Yeah, normally it has the punctuation from the previous stream left over until I played a match or two. This time round, though, it's just fresh because we were doing limited last stream. Oh, you're naming Fountainport? Yeah, that's probably fine to name too. There's a lot of good names. A lot of names that are, like, impactful, but none of them are gonna, like, warp the game. So, it's a little tricky from the opponent's spot. They named Day of Judgment. Fascinating. That's a smart name, honestly. I think that's a pretty smart name. It's like, that or Sunfall really closes off my ability to answer their critters. Ooh, Fountainport off the top. Oh boy, that's a fascinating card. So if I play Eternal Wonder, I can flicker the free 2. The problem is then if they grow this token, they get to make Eternal Wanderer unable to deal with this Overlord. Whereas if I wait, I can Eternal Wanderer -4, but then that has its, like, own problems. This might be a mistake. I feel like I'm pretty far behind, though, and I really need to stop taking so much damage. So, might as well attack. I just need to stem the bleeding a bit. More than anything. Yep. I need them to not hit a +1 counter on this map. I guess they could copy, yeah, they can copy the map to get 2 looks. This is really smart from the opponent. This is a really good play. And they find a Caretaker's best possible. Okay. Well, game gets interesting. Certainly does. I mean, we can chum block the Overlord for a turn. That is a good card. Yeah, step 1, we're Caretakers. We copy a 1/1. We get another fish. Draw a card. Kaya. That's so good. That can minus on the Overlord next time. Now we can just plus on this insect. And say go. And sack to Fountainport when they attack. I guess the other thing I could do is just -4 my Wanderer and leave them with a 2/1. Alright, draw a card. Very nice. Oh, they have a Get Lost? Timing it now so that I don't get 2 cards this turn cycle off of Caretakers as easily. Wrong Magic the Gathering card. Oh, now I feel pretty obligated to do this. Right? I really want to get this Kaya in play and answer our Caretakers. But if I do, they do get to attack Kaya down. Maybe that's fine, though. Maybe that's fine, because I have Builder's Talent in my deck. And then it just, like, builds up this Sunfall. It gets mega punished by them drawing specifically Stonebrain, but they've already drawn one. I'm gonna do this. The Kaya's gonna die. Almost certainly, if they play correctly. But it's gonna slow down their snowball a little bit. And we have Builder's Talent in our deck. So Kaya dying isn't really a problem. Because there can always be more. What's the best deck now? Honest answer, if I was to have to play a standard tournament literally tomorrow, I would probably be playing Dimir. But I don't know. New format. Answer could change by the day. No one really knows what's actually good anymore. We're all just learning at the same time. Alright, Sunfall, make a token, draw a card. I like Dimir now, someone cooler for us. I kind of always liked Dimir until Corey Steelcutter was printed. I think Dimir was pretty heinous into Corey Steelcutter, though, was the problem. I think Dimir had a big Corey Steelcutter problem. Make a treasure. Do it now in case they draw Get Lost, so that we guaranteed draw a card. They can't kill this Caretakers in response. Cruelclaw is a nice one. Hey, Tony. Orzhov Talent Show is the best deck. Yeah, correct. Look at the title, and you'll know the answer to what the best deck is right now. You're kind of shocked they didn't hit Kaito. Yeah. I feel like if you were to hit 10 cards, Kaito would have been on the list. But there has to be a stopping point, right? I think the 7 they hit were more egregious than Kaito, so I guess we'll see. I really need them to have a sweeper in their hand, huh? I'm in a lot of danger right now. That mostly qualifies. What am I doing with this? We just don't know. Exile Elspeth. Make a Wabbit. I really want to I probably do just exile this talent, right? It's growing their things too. Exile Elspeth, Caretakers, and make a Wabbit. Obviously, they get a bunch of new cards. Could be scary cards. Who knows? But hey, we out here trying our best. Mir's a pretty good best deck to have. Yeah, I think so too. My opinion on that might change in a few weeks, but... Hey, Evelyn. How's Wabbit season? Oh, prosperous. Alright, I guess we're drawing a card. Sack this map. Why not? They didn't Stonebrain me, which is fascinating. Oh. Hopefully they don't have a Get Lost open for my Builder's Talent. But even if they do, get an 0-4, I guess, question mark. Flame. Please don't have the Get Lost, my friend. Oh, this makes life so much easier. We just get to know if they have Get Lost. Well. I don't know. Who even knows if any of those cards have text? We just... Certainly not I. Arena. I would appreciate it if you behaved. Thank you. Yeah, why not? I assume I meant to exile this Innocence, right? Dimir or the Orzhov Pixie list for store champs? Yeah, I'm probably playing Dimir at store champs. I own a decent chunk of the cards because I've played so much Esper Pixie. And I think it's also going to be a solid post-rotation deck as far as I can tell. So, pretty nice to get the cards for. To finish the deck up. I think I'm mostly missing Curiosities. Maybe a couple other bits and pieces. Yeah, white-black is a good mana pair post-rotation, indeed. Actually, it's interesting. I think blue-white control is a deck that's in theory appealing. But it's also rough to buy into, or like finish building, because the mana is going to be so bad post-rotation for blue-white. Like, blue-white it's struggle busing post-rotation for the mana. It has neither of the bonus lands. Like, perfect storm to make blue-white control players sad. Oh, that's fine. Right, I see. Please don't be another Caretaker's Mirror. I mean, the Caretaker's Mirrors are really favored for us, but like, oh my god. Are they a grind? Yeah, you think Oculus is cooked temporarily? Yeah, life gets tough for Oculus, it's true. Really hit us for a bunch. Is this Beza gets to make tokens? It's pretty alright. Draw off this Caretakers. Oh, we find an Anoint for the Enduring. That's actually a real nice find. As long as we can get the time to play it before having to Day of Judgment, at least. Which, you know, unclear right now. A lot of pressure. The Nowhere to Run answers the voice. Yeah, we just answer that board. It's easy. Though I control would suck even with Modern's mana base. I'm not sure that's true. The stock up card is pretty strong. Yeah, mana's gonna be weird for a bit. It really is. It really is. Strange, strange situation. Alright, yes, I would like to draw a card, please. Oop. You think we get the rest in Law? Yeah, I'm assuming it won't be in a Universes Beyond set. I agree with that assessment. I think that would be a bit surprising. Alright, well, we're doing alright for ourselves. I don't want to attack them too much because I want Beza to guaranteed gain life, but I guess we can put them to 20. Oh no, this is fine. This is actually phenomenal. We just zero our Elspeth and their Elspeth dies. Oh, this kind of couldn't be much better, right? This is actually pretty insane for us. Oh, Builder's Talent, sure. I don't even know what's in... Oh, I guess there's a Caretaker's in the yard. Regardless, Builder's Talent seems phenomenal. Alright, Elspeth down. We have a Caretakers. That's pretty good. Shocks plus Verges. Yeah, I'm excited to have some clean mana. I mean, it's kind of janky mana because not all the decks have good mana, but it is going to be interesting. I can't return with Builder's Talent this turn. So I guess I just Beza, draw a card, question mark? That seems fine, right? Yeah, they were punished for playing Elspeth first. They really were. Kind of fascinating, honestly. Now if they kill my Elspeth, Builder's Talent gets me another Elspeth. This is kind of obscene. Yeah, they have to sweeper, right? If they don't have a sweeper, they die. And if they do sweeper, we still have Talent plus Elspeth active. Yeah, like they answer my board, but now I just untap, I make a Caretakers, I activate my Elspeth. Oh, change of plan. Slight change of plan for all involved. Okay, notably, if they sweep me, they are going to get to assassinate a Planeswalker with this token. Also, shoutouts to the fact that I got 2 copies of the thing I -3'd on. Oh my god, I love this stupid deck. I have missed this, I've missed this one. What's better than 1 Planeswalker? 2 Planeswalkers, so true. I'm always saying this. Yes, I just trim another Beza. Run it back from last round. Why not? I mean, this sounds clearly good. It doesn't have our own card advantage, which is sad, but we're pretty good at disrupting with this hand. Sunken Citadel? Yeah, everyone's wondering if Caretakers is good again. Indeed. I mean, the card's pretty insane. It's a pretty powerful one. Well, 1 legal target. I guess we're taking it. Next time we can Cruelclaw this Overlord. Oh, they have a Beza and an Innocence too. We're definitely not taking Beza. Technically, we can answer Innocence with double removal spell, which is probably better than we can do versus the Overlord. But also having our own Innocence is nice. I think I'm like legally obligated to take the Overlord, but I don't love leaving them with this. Alright, definitely getting rid of Caves. Indeed, Kenneth, indeed. Yeah, I'm excited for this new format. Feels like it's opened up a lot. They have Voice of Victory out. Fascinating. I guess Fountainport Make Treasure is really nice with my hand, right? It's pretty sick. I could also just impend this Overlord to double block the Voice. So I'm worried I'm about to take 1,000,000 damage. Oh, you wanted to... Oh, that's adorable, Cammy. I mean, yeah. It's kind of hard for me to resist, right? Kind of hard for me to resist. All right, whatever. I think this is pretty good. I could just make a treasure. It feels pretty low impact. Having the Overlord ticking down is really nice. Part of the problem is treasure only lets me build my 6 or my 7 eternally. So it doesn't actually give me like a nice curve. Oh, Boros mice. Yeah, I guess you get white 1-drops, right? They didn't sack the fish to draw a card. They really like that fish. Oh, they can kill my Fountainport. Eats into their mana though if they do. Alright, I should definitely double block this voice. Stem the bleeding. Pretty good trade for us. Alright, losing the Fountainport is quite sad. We're now a little bit reliant on the top of our deck to get these Planeswalkers down in a timely manner. So, definitely not ideal. Yeah, but that helps with Eternal Wanderer at least. Do I ever want to just use 2 removal spells on this Enduring before it runs away with like a million cards? It feels like such a spew. But I don't know. I kind of just need to buy time until Kaya, right? Every match is going to take 40 minutes. Not if you play Demir. I think I'm legally allowed to wait, right? Red Leyline might be back. Red Leyline, I feel like it's really hard for Red Leyline to be a thing without Heartfire. You just don't have like the critical mass of good ones then, right? Whoa, but I have a 2/2. I guess if I block, they get tokens of Beza. Right. That makes sense. Yeah, I agree, Gwen. I agree. Let's just do this. I suppose. What do I think of the town ban? It makes me incredibly sad, but is also probably correct. It makes me really sad. But also, the card is kind of broken, so you know. And like, pretty hostile. It makes 4 mana permanents just impossible to play. Which are generally the sort of permanents that Wizards wants to have be playable, right? So I don't know. Sunken Citadel, very awkward draw. Bit lightly. +0? 0 is pretty good. Right? Oh, Tatabi. Aw, rip Tatabi. It's really hard for me to work out which is better. I mean, plus builds up my loyalty, right? But then they just get to attack with the innocence. Double strikers are really good at blocking, but like... Anyway, it's the Sego. Yeah, I hope so too, Gwen. I hope so too. I think the moves they made are the ones you have to make if you want to achieve that. So, you know, that's promising at least. But we shall see. What is this attack? Oh, is this attack setting up Beza? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows what's happening? I guess this is fine. I don't really understand this. It must mean something, right? I don't get it though. Oh my gosh, TSS. Yeah, the town is officially big enough. The town was too small for so long, but now it's so big. All right, we did fail to draw particularly relevant piece of cardboard. I guess this exiles the innocence. That's kind of interesting. Historically, I have been of the opinion that blue-black is favored. But I've also heard people express literally the opposite viewpoint, so make of that what you will. I have no idea what I meant to do here. Sun falling right before Overlord comes off suspend feels a bit loose. Am I just casting nothing? Maybe I'm just casting nothing. And letting them draw off this innocence. But letting them draw off innocence a bunch seems loose too. Thing is, I'm gonna Sunfall and then Overlord comes off suspend and then they get to Sunfall, but maybe that just doesn't matter very much. Just want to stop them drawing cards when I have Kaya about to come down, I guess. Yeah, blue-black is favored into slow sorcery speed decks, generally. I agree. Huh. They chose to get lost their innocence instead of my Planeswalker. I mean, it certainly makes the game interesting, if nothing else. Yeah, exactly. The fast Kaito and Cat Hands. Pretty obscene. Also, counterspells are so good against sorcery speed decks, right? It's my general opinion. Alright. This is fine, I think. Because they're about to have a Kaya. I don't know what they ever do again about that. They have 0 creatures in play. I guess if they copy the treasure, they can make a rabbit in my turn. It's pretty good for them. But or they can play some irrelevant piece of cardboard. Sure. Also a legal choice. I would like a Caretaker's Talent. Draw a card. And then I guess I just make a 2/2 double strike because it blocks well. Could also flicker this Voice of Victory. I'm gonna draw off the innocence anyway, right? One way or another. Yeah, it's pretty hard to say no to more Kayas. I'll Boros Talent with Battlefront. I need to try out this Battlefront card at some point. I was wanting to play blue-white Battlefront with Enigma Draw. As like a talenty deck. I don't have Voice of Victory in the side. I don't know. I feel like discard spells just do the same thing for my deck. But I don't really understand Voice of Victory in decks like my opponents. But maybe it helps with the Dimir matchup so much that you just want it. Like, I could believe that, right? Very believable. It's not actually a rabbit. Indeed. It's just a spirit. It's just chilling. I guess I can minus on the innocence. And then I can try and get back Kaya and see what happens. I should have done the sequencing the other way around. Now I don't draw off the innocence this time. Right? Because this 0-4 should have drawn off innocence. In a world where I'm performing game actions in a sane manner. Although I guess I can draw off this Eternal Wanderer, so who cares? All roads lead to Rome. We endeavor to take the same game action every turn for the rest of the game. And by gosh, we're going to do that. Oh, it's from an MTGO list. Yeah, that makes sense. MTGO lists are like a little wild sometimes. Maybe hot take. Sometimes I like them. Copy this. I feel like having another Caretakers in play might be excessive, but I literally have a Sunfall as a buyout mechanism. I can also block with it, but having another wall is just so comfy, I guess. I don't know. It's fine. I guess I wanted another Caretakers to draw another card, because the wall doesn't draw, and the Caretakers would have. Shrug. Yeah, some people overvalue MTGO legitimacy. I agree. Shocking news. Alright, this is spooky. They lay down arms a thing, they get to kill Kaya. Of course, then we get to wipe the board. I don't know. We're doing fine. Yeah, token Caretakers is white, draw a card. It's really silly. So they can't quite kill Kaya as long as I'm willing to... Oh my god. As long as I'm willing to block with both flyers. It's not clear I'm really meant to block with both. Oh wait, they can with these 1/1s, I guess? Question mark. Yeah, I can like block 3 1/1s. So I can have Kaya live on 1 loyalty. I think I'd rather just have Kaya die, because I have the second Builder's Talent in hand. And this way I can like kill their Elspeth, which sounds nice to me. So I guess I just don't care. Shrug. So we should kill that Elspeth. And then something else probably. I don't know, do I have to sweep this board? I really don't want to. I guess they're losing flying next time, but a second Elspeth would be so spooky. Let's draw 2 cards and see what we find, I guess. Oh, that's good for giving our things flying. Okay. Okay, I can jam with this. That seems great. So we can go Elspeth. Oh, is Elspeth game? Yeah, they might also just die, I guess. I should do the math, right? So we get a counter on this, it's 4. 5 is 10, they go to 8. 6. 4. But these have Defender. But we can animate one of these. We put them to 1. I believe we put them to 1, right? Notably not game. So. Oh wait, no, yeah. I guess it was a game. We 2 triggers? Was it 2 talents? Yeah, I guess it was, but I don't know. All roads lead to Rome. Even if that game continued 5 more turns, we were never losing. The opening hands are really testing me. Don't judge me. I just keep any hand with this deck, I don't know. We have Surveils, we have Fountainports, it'll be fine, chat. Everything's fine. We need to hit our first 15 land drops. What do you want from me? Blue-white control. Okay, this matchup, if they have Jaces, is very hard. So, we will see how this goes. Jace is like the single scariest card in the format for this deck. Kind of zero competition. Actually cannot imagine a single card that... Oh my gosh, they did not want to keep playing Magic. Oh. We'll take it. How do we even board versus them? Yeah, they have Jason's side. That makes sense. I kind of feel like you should just have Jace's main, but I'm biased. I really like to cut a bunch of this stuff. There's not very many appealing things in my sideboard there. I guess I can cut down on the Xur hate now, considering that card is gone. And I probably don't need these pest controls now Pixies are gone. So I can maybe have more dedicated anti-control stuff. Is Sunder the Gateway a card? We just don't know. I feel like getting the token down is pretty good for helping kill Jace. Having like a board presence. So maybe they have them locked down in... Which isn't a card I really care about ever, but... I just don't want all these Day of Judgments in my deck. I guess I'll try this. I could also bring in pest controls because they cycle. Incredible stuff, I know. Oh, the Sonic Secret Letters. Yeah, the Sonic Secret Letters are wild. I see spells, I keep. I'd love to duress them on one, and I'd also love to get my tap plan down. If I wait until 2, I might have higher odds of hitting stock up. But if I do it on 1, I don't run into negate. So I guess I'm just doing it. Meringue's pretty good, but they're not doing much until then. Fascinating. So if I play this, I get to draw off my Fountainport potentially. Or at least have the option. Oh no. Okay, that's good. That's pretty strong. I could draw a Fountainport. I really need to play a 4 next turn though. So I think I'm meant to Backstreet instead. Land is like fine. Probably illegal to get rid of, even if it's not exciting. Do need to hit my land drops with this Fountainport in play. Need 5th land for Elspeth. Alright, there's an Overlord. Making 1/1s could be nice against Overlord. Of course, there is the problem that if they kill my first 1/1, Kaya would die. But it feels pretty likely that if that happens, like... I don't know, Kaya in the yard for talent's nice. Maybe my Elspeth's more likely to live then, you know? Oh, they could do this, but this eats their entire turn up. Yeah, I'm actually pretty okay with this. We can take down a 2/1. Duress. Oh, I would love to be able to cast that. I don't think I'm allowed to, though. This Mirang River Regent seems kind of unbeatable, huh? A little bit. Yeah. All right. Because now if I want to Kaya minus on their Regent, they get to kill my Kaya. See what they have going on. Huh. Well, the Sunder the Gateway worked out. At least. I could 0 Elspeth and have these fly so they can block. And then my free 7 would have a free block on the Regent. Could also minus my Elspeth on this. Then she dies to this. Or to the Anchorage. Alright, let's do this. Put a counter here. 0. Presumably this means she's not gonna die. If we get to untap with her, I can like 0 on my Beza plus my Beza's tokens, which is real sweet. Okay. They did not draw a removal spell. You'd love to see it. So they hit the free 7, presumably. Then they can crew up the Anchorage. So yes, this is interesting. If we... So we can save Elspeth by chump blocking. We can also just eat the Anchorage for free. I think I want to chump block. Even though I can recur the Elspeth. Alright, so I care more about drawing a card than I do about getting a treasure. We're gonna destroy this Overlord. Play this Beza. I guess it would have been 2 treasures, but you know, whatever. Get 4 1/1s, and then make them all fly. Now we have a brick wall in front of us. Opponent agrees. Okay. Let's get another Planeswalker. Why not? Sure. And then... if I was to 0 at the moment, it would be 6, 10, 13, 16, 19. Oh my god, that's so much. That's kind of crazy. Because I can minus to remove this River Regent as a blocker. I can copy the Overlord. True, I always forget about this text. Alright, this never comes up. So I would have to exile a card from their yard. Oh, your graveyard. Okay. I remember why I always forget about the text on this card. It's because it never comes up because we don't have creatures in our deck. I would not put High Noon in my deck ever at the moment. Although there is this BB deck. There's this BB Cauldron deck. Maybe High Noon's fine. Maybe High Noon's fine. Who could really say? Alright. Kind of want to exile this River Regent so I can start attacking them. Like, obviously making tokens is great, plussing is great, but I feel like putting them on a 2-turn clock, forcing them to find a sweeper, would be pretty compelling. I'd kind of like to have a couple blockers back, because they're on a 2-turn clock regardless. This forces a chump block, right? So it's functionally the same as holding an extra blocker back. So pretty impossible not to justify it. I guess the question is, do we want 3 blockers back? Because they can Fountainport a token. They could, like, crew up 2 anchorages. They could pretty comfortably kill all my planeswalkers, but then they'd just be dying to my board. They have to cast a sweeper next turn. Kind of non-optional. I think this is good. Not used to attacking with this deck, but you know. Sometimes you attack, I guess. More Jeskai control. Yeah. What makes you like more excited about Jeskai than Blue White? I think Shiko's like a fine card. I certainly don't think it's like necessary, and obviously there are costs with the mana base. I'm looking for that sweeper. They find that sweeper. I'll get rid of my artifacts. Rude. Luckily, we will take basically seconds to rebuild. So, you know, I think we're going to be fine. Just a way to get to egg stock ups. I mean, I do love stock up. I'm not going to deny. Do I just say go activate Fountainport? Do I get this talent down? Could activate Fountainport now and look for a discard spell. It's not like I need all these creatures, I suppose. Also could find another Fountainport and want to play it. Hey, I'm so smart. Let's go. 3-0 with Talent Show. Talent Show seems like it's going to become a fixture of the stream once more. Nature is healing. Etc, etc. Deck looks nice. I agree. Alright, let's play something a bit different. By which I mean...